Your mother who is in heaven sent this through Archangel Michael. She's been trying to reach you for hours. This is exactly what she wanted to tell you. Please don't scroll. This is not a coincidence. Something has been pulling at your soul today. Maybe it felt like a whisper. Maybe it was a memory that came out of nowhere. Or maybe you looked at the clock and saw a number that meant something. That wasn't just chance. That was her. She's been trying. She's been praying for this moment. And she begged heaven to let this message get through to you because the thing she's about to say is going to bring light into something you didn't even realize was still hurting inside you. This is Archangel Michael, and your mother told me to come forward. Now that rush of energy into your heart, that warmth and pain, that's her presence. She's here. She didn't leave right now. She hasn't ever. Your soul is about to go through a turning point, so she asked God to send me to you tonight. But first, she wants you to know something. Something she didn't say before she left. Something that only heaven could show. Listen up now, okay? Okay. She has been crying for hours to get this message across, and she is right here watching you talk through me. She said, "Tell them I didn't go far. Tell them I'll still sleep with them holding my hand. Tell them I pray over their door, blessing the corners, and whispering protection into the walls every morning before they wake up." You've felt that chill. You've heard someone whisper your name when no one was there. That was her. She is not a thought. She's more real than ever now that she's an angel. She told you that you've been hiding some wounds so well that not even you know about them. However, she can see them and begs you to let the healing begin, because she saw the day that has been set in the stars for you, the day that is coming. You'll miss the love she's been pouring over you from above. If you don't let go of what you've been holding on to, you won't want to miss it, according to heaven. You shouldn't miss it, God. Also, Archangel Michael, I'm here because I won't let you miss it. Feel like heaven is fighting for you and won't let you miss your blessing. Write, "I receive this divine help" in the comments. To show God you are ready to be lifted, let this be your faith anchor. You almost said her name out loud one time, but your throat closed up. Do you remember that exact moment? That wasn't being weak. That was your spirit choking on grief that you didn't say. That's how she felt. At that very moment, she held you. She wants to get rid of that blockage tonight. She wants you to feel her arms around you again tonight. She tells you that you've been strong for too long and that you need to be held. I know you're still not sure if this is right for you. Now, let me make this clear. It was a memory she just showed me, remembering a time when someone took something from you without cause when you were a child. She remembers how your eyes looked afterward. She said that was the first time she really worried about your spirit. However, she has returned to restore that part of you. Her touch on your soul is what made you cry or feel tight in the chest right now. And please listen to what comes next with all your heart. Not any distractions or doubts. It was said, "You're about to be lifted." She told him, "The door that wouldn't open before is about to open. It won't look like you think it will, though. It will be a voice, a message, or someone who has divine timing." She told you, "Don't run away from it again, because you were too scared the first time. You'll be ready this time, though, because you know she's still with you." If you want to stay in touch with the divine messages that heaven has for you, please subscribe. Not only does subscribing let you know about new posts, it also lets God know that you are ready to receive the prophetic promises He is setting up for your life. If this message speaks to you, stop reading it and subscribe. This was meant to be sent to you. It's not just a video. This is a visitation. Heaven had a plan. She won't let go until you can feel her again. Type a strong Amen in the comment section if you believe that this is not a coincidence, but rather a divine visitation from your mother. Seal this connection with your Amen and let her presence fill your heart. See, a mother's power multiplies when she turns into an angel. She doesn't have to knock anymore. Through signs, music that seems to come from nowhere, dreams that you can't explain, and the smell of her perfume that lingers in empty rooms, she comes in. You're not making it up. You could never have imagined it. The miracle is that, she said, you need to stop doubting the signs because they're about to get stronger. Some people who are going through silent storms will never enter a church, but they will click on a message like this one. Give through the link in the description or the comment that was pinned. This helps us meet them there. You help us say the truth when everyone else is lying. You help us preach Christ in places where compromise is loud. This isn't about keeping a platform going. It's about filling in the gaps for someone who will be with you forever. Your seed becomes truth for those who have been tricked, strength for those who are worn out, and an invitation for those who have been lost. God knows every name, but we may never know them all this side of heaven. If you've ever asked God to use you, this is one way He does it. Help with the mission. Let's spread the gospel even more. Together. She showed me something else too. A picture that you haven't seen in a long time. It could be tucked away in a drawer or a box. What she really means is that if you look into her eyes in that picture, something supernatural will happen. She said that it was an activation. She told you that when you do it, she'll put her hand on your shoulder. And that's how you'll know this was real. I have to tell you something important right now. Before the next part of your journey starts, you are being moved right now with someone in your life. By divine design, move like a chess piece. She said, this person holds a message for you, but they are scared too. You'll know them by their silence, she says. They carry the same grief you do. You'll see her when you look into their eyes. Do not run away from it. Heaven is attempting to restore what was lost, so accept it. I was told to speak more slowly. You're not by yourself. You were never by yourself. Even when you felt like you were going to drown in the dark, I was there. I loved you all the time. I kept an eye on you the whole time. I can see every tear. I catch them and give them to God. When she said that, her voice was shaking with light. The Archangel Michael also cried. Yes, angels do cry. If love this pure can reach across dimensions, the sky will cry. And tonight, heaven is pouring rain on your spirit. Instead of drowning you, she wanted to baptize you, cleanse your pain, and get you ready for the miracle she could see coming, the one you stopped having faith in. She said it would happen in a few days. Type, I'm ready for the miracle that's coming with faith, if you want to receive it. Just write, my miracle is here, in the comments. Allow this to be your message to heaven that you no longer doubt and will believe again. Forgive yourself, she told him. Someone else's guilt has been making you feel bad. You keep going over times when you think you let her down, but she's just shaking her head. No, you didn't fail me, she says in a whisper. You gave me strength. When I left, it was because your path needed wings. I can fly with you now like I never could before. She also said that the next part is the hardest for her to say. No, it's not painful. It's so full of love that it stops the stars in their tracks. She tells him, my child, I see you every day. I see how you act like everything is fine for other people. I can see that you laugh to keep from crying. You've been working so hard to be strong because you think I'd want that. Now though, listen up. I never meant for you to suffer alone. I never meant for you to have to carry the world by yourself. I want you to be happy again. You should remember what it's like to be light, free, and able to dance again, even if no one else gets it. Right now, she has her arms around your shoulders. You might even feel the warmth on the back of your neck if you close your eyes. That's not something you made up. It's not a coincidence. That's her. Her spirit is with you. She's telling you that love never ends, not even when they're dead, not even when they are dead, since love has no limits in the heavenly realm. Now Archangel Michael leans in, and his voice sounds like thunder wrapped in silk. You were picked for this. This message got to you not by chance, but by divine appointment, he says. Because your heart is at a crossroads, the Most High gave your mother permission to talk to you directly. One way leads to more silence and pain. That other one leads to resurrection. The awakening comes from it. You're finally becoming the person she always saw in you. Have you forgotten who you are? I forgot about the light you carry, that one that used to shine like morning light through stained glass. She can remember it, and heaven knows about it. It's time for you to remember it too, since she showed me something else. You'll soon get something, a divine meeting, a very specific moment that you'll know right away. That's what she meant. She said it could be a kind stranger, a long-lost voice calling out to you when you least expect it, or a dream that feels more like a visitation than a dream. You have to be ready for whatever comes your way. She wants you to keep the promise of something you gave up, but still need. A miracle in the form of a person, a message hidden inside a person, a light that will make everything different. She told me that she still dreams about holding your hands. She stated, "Tell them that when they feel cold at night, it's because they're reaching into the unseen, and I'm holding them from heaven's gate. You still have time," she tells you. Time to get better. It's time to love again. It's time to dream without being afraid. You see, her biggest wish wasn't for everything to go well in your life. It was so you could live a real life full of grace, bravery, and sacred truth. Your tears are prayers, she told him. All of them. And not a single drop has been thrown away. They have been gathered up by angels like gemstones, carried to the throne, and placed in front of God as proof of your endurance. You're stronger than you think. She sees everything. You are smarter than you think. She told me to tell them. Tell them I'm happy for them. They didn't get through something that should have broken them because they were perfect. You are currently under the watchful eye of Archangel Michael. Can't wait for the time when you let go of what's been holding you back, when you let go of the fear, the guilt, and the silence. He says you've taken on burdens that weren't yours and fixed pain that wasn't yours to fix. You can let him cut those cords and free you from old soul ties right now in this holy moment through this message, but only if you let him. Claim your freedom now if you're ready to let go of the things that were never yours to carry. In the comment sections below, type, "I am free." As you write these words, let them represent your spiritual agreement to let Archangel Michael cut the ties of the past. It's not by chance that revivals happen. People who believe in it act, so it spreads. You felt something after reading this message. Now think about what someone who has never heard the truth spoken clearly might feel. Through the link below, you can give once, or as a long-term partner. Your gift helps spread the gospel beyond this moment. You become a part of every story, in every heart that has been restored, a piece of every soul that comes back to Christ. Because you're so kind, sermons become lifelines and videos become divine appointments. The Bible says that some plant and some water, but God brings the growth. You can be the one who plants today. If you agree that souls matter, now is your chance to do something about it. We need to get to them quickly. Close your eyes for a second. Take deep breaths. The angels are gathering and your mother is standing behind you with her hands on your shoulders. Let the presence of this message fill your heart with joy. There's a whisper of, "I love you. I'm happy for you. Don't give up now, please." She knows what you've been thinking. The ones you didn't say out loud. The ones you believed would scare God himself. "You are not broken," she says. "What you are becoming. You are shedding the skin of the person the world made you into. You are becoming the person that heaven has always seen." She also said this, and she asked me to repeat it word for word. Let them know that someone is coming. Someone who will love them like I always have without them having to do anything. She wants you to be ready, because this is the kind of love that makes you feel better just by being near it. It won't make you scared. It will not be hard to understand. There will be peace. It will feel like home, so you'll know it's from God. She said, "You've been chosen to help others through what you've survived. This may come as a surprise to you." She told them, "Tell them they're healing for more than just themselves. They're healing for generations. The light in your family line, you are the breaker of cycles. Heaven is about to recognize the one she always knew would bring about change. You are not the only one with this anointing to end generational cycle. You are not just sending a video when you share this prophetic word with someone who needs it. You are releasing this breakthrough anointing into your network and making it stronger in your own life. In a few days, there will be a breakthrough, but you need to take one last step. Don't fight. Being ready to say, "Okay, God, I'm done fighting this by myself." That's all. Tonight is not the time to fix everything. You don't need to know the whole way. It's enough to let the light in. I agree with the healing. You should say yes to the love that never stopped after you, because your mom always had you by her side. She changed into a spirit, a whisper, a hand, and a breath. She's praying over you right now, just like she did when you were little. She's calling down angels and asking God to hold you close tonight, not just to sleep, but also to help you remember. Don't forget how much you're loved, because she's still not done. She begs me to tell you one more thing. This is the reason she's been trying to call you for hours. Why Archangel Michael has been following your soul around like a high-level guardian. She told you to tell them that they're about to make a choice that will change everything. That's why this message found you at that time. And I want them to make their choice based on their spirit, not their fear. A moment is coming up that might not seem important at first. A message, a phone call, and the option to go or stay. Say yes or stay quiet. But this moment is holy. With many layers of purpose, heaven has wrapped it up. Also, your mom has already seen it. She saw how strong you can be when you follow your deeper calling. It was like she could see you rising and finally letting yourself be seen, loved, and known by your true self, the one she always talked to, even when you thought she couldn't. "You have kept your voice down for too long," she said. "Shrunk your soul to make other people feel better. You hid your brilliance to avoid being judged. But now it's time. She is now putting a crown on your head. Feel it? That odd feeling of warmth between your eyes. Does your head feel tingly? She said, that was her. Tell them I give them my crown of courage because the next part of the story calls for a rebirth. Yes, rebirth can be scary because it means letting go of the old, even if it was comfortable or helped you stay alive. She says you're not just meant to stay alive anymore, though. You were meant to live deeply, honestly, and brightly. And now is not the time to wait. Your guardian angels are setting things up for you. Tell them they don't have to climb anymore, she said. I will now take them where their feet can't go. Archangel Michael enters the scene once more, his voice steady, but full of divine emotion. You've forgotten how protected you are, he points out. But heaven has never done that. It's possible for angels to help you right now. Stopping things that would have hurt you, putting things off, not to punish you but to get you ready. The silence wasn't a sign of rejection, it was a redirection. Also, your mom wants to make something clear. I never blamed you, she told you. Not for anything, not once. You should let go of your guilt right now, you never owned it. She is now putting out her hand with the palm facing down. A little bit of your soul. She says you got lost. A moment, a traumatic event, or a goodbye that broke something inside you. It was discovered in heaven, though. She's giving it back. You are becoming whole again right now. She wants you to look up the next time you go outside, maybe tomorrow morning. She said that the sky will look different. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. You will see her in the light, the wind, and the stillness. I never stopped being there. She adds, you just stopped believing it was me. You've been worried about something, she added. There was something about money, stability, and not being enough. She wants you to let her worry about you right now. I'm interceding, tell them. Tell them that God is already doing things they can't see. That the delay was never an answer, no. It was heaven making room. Also, yes, something is going to your house. A change, an overnight guest, a message or a divine interruption. She tells me not to be scared. At first, it will feel strange. But it's the start of everything I prayed they would get. You have also been thinking a lot about someone else, someone you don't talk to as much. That name will be brought up again soon, she says, but this time it won't hurt. It will bring closure or make things better. She is helping get ready for that moment. She tells him, trust your heart, not your fear. Your heart knows. Finally, I want you to understand what just happened as this message comes to an end. Heaven opened up just for you. There was a veil lifted just for this. The power of heaven was used by your mother to send this, and Archangel Michael listened to everything. This is what you needed to hear. It was written in light a long time ago, before today. Now I need you to do something. Tell her you won't sleep again. Not the kind of sleep that lets your body rest, but the kind that lets your soul shut down to avoid pain. Tell her you'll keep your heart open. Tell her you'll find her signs again. If you promise her you'll believe in the next miracle, she will be there every night by your bed, touching your hair, whispering your name, and asking God to bring you more hope in your dreams. She's very proud of you. That's what she says over and over. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. She can see how much you've grown. She can tell you're trying. She can see that you're still standing, even when you feel like your whole body is breaking. And as this message comes to an end, one last vision is left. She is walking next to you right now. She's not there to see, but you'll feel her more and more. She is now a part of your soul. That can't be taken away by anything. Not distance, not time, not even death. Because real love goes beyond all barriers. With his wings spread out over you, Archangel Michael seals this message in the language of heaven. He puts light in your home, peace in your heart, and divine clarity on your path. As of right now, you will start to notice changes inside and outside of you. The weight going down, the signs showing up, and the grace coming back. So don't pass up this chance. We shouldn't call it a coincidence. It could be a visitation, a message from beyond the veil, or even a love letter from heaven. Your mom is still here, always will be, smiling and proud. She's still speaking, even now, even after all of this. She won't stop until every part of your heart hears her, because she knows how quiet your pain became, how invisible your grief turned, how you kept walking, kept smiling, kept pushing forward, even when something inside you was whispering. No one really sees how much I miss her, but she sees. She's always seen. And she wants you to know from the depths of the heavenly realm that your strength didn't go unnoticed. Every time you held back tears in public, she was there wiping them in private. Every time you reached for your phone, forgetting for a moment that she wasn't on the other side anymore, she reached back from beyond the veil, not in body but in presence, in soul, in light. And now she's saying something so soft, so sacred. It's almost not meant for words, but I'll do my best to carry it. She says, tell them I love them more than I ever knew how to say on earth. Tell them I'm sorry for the times I wasn't there emotionally, even when I was physically present. I was learning. I was carrying my own wounds. But oh, how deeply I loved them, and how fiercely I still do. Then she pauses. The air around your soul softens, and a warmth begins to build like sunlight after a long night. She's still standing beside you, and she begins to hum a lullaby, the one she used to sing when you were too little to remember, but your spirit still recognizes it. You may even feel your body relax, like a part of you has finally been told it's safe to rest. She says, you haven't truly rested in a long time. Not really. Your sleep has been restless, your dreams confused, your heart alert. And now she's asking God to send peace like a blanket over you tonight. Let them rest, she says. Let them lay their head down and not carry the burden for one night. Let them remember how to just be. And you will. You'll feel it soon. Maybe tonight. Maybe in the early hours when the world is still. You'll feel her fingers through your hair, her soft energy in the air, her message lingering in the stillness. It won't feel like imagination. It will feel like truth, because that's what it is. And Archangel Michael is smiling now. He sees what's about to unfold. He's already flown ahead of you, clearing the path, rerouting the danger, whispering into the hearts of others who are being aligned with your purpose. Because this wasn't just about healing. It was about realignment, rebirth, divine positioning. You are being set into motion again, not by effort, but by grace. Your mother is holding a light now, and she's placing it gently into your hands. This is for when they feel lost, she says. Tell them to carry this when the path gets dark again. Tell them this light is my promise that even when they forget me, I will always find them. You've been chosen for more than survival. You've been chosen to walk in a light that can change the lives of others. Your pain has made you tender, not weak. Your tears have made you wise, not broken. And now you're becoming again, but this time with heaven. as your witness. And if you felt disconnected from your faith lately, if you've stopped praying, stopped believing, stopped listening, she wants you to know God never turned away from you. The silence wasn't rejection, it was sacred preparation. It was her behind the scenes, whispering your name to the angels. And tonight they answered, "You're going to start noticing strange things, but in the most beautiful way. Songs that play at the perfect time, people calling you unexpectedly, numbers repeating, dreams that feel more like memories. And your mother says when those things happen, don't brush them off. Let yourself believe again, because heaven is alive inside your life. And the moment you accept that, everything begins to shift." Archangel Michael places his hand over your heart. Now, you may even feel it like a soft pressure, a flutter, a sudden wave of peace. He's marking your heart with light, with remembrance, with a seal that says, "This one belongs to heaven. Your story isn't over. Your healing isn't finished. Your mother's love didn't end with her final breath. And this message was only the beginning. You'll carry her now, not in grief, but in glory, not in pain, but in presence. You are not just her child anymore. You are her legacy. And wherever you go from this moment forward, she walks beside you, unseen but not unfelt, silent but not absent. She's there always, forever. And she just whispered one last thing just for you. You've made it this far, my love. Don't stop now. Keep going, because I'll meet you again. And when I do, I'll hold you and say the one thing I've waited to say in person again. Well done. I always knew you'd become everything I prayed for." And with that, she kisses your forehead through the veil. Archangel Michael opens his wings wide, and heaven bows in honor of your heart. This was no accident. This was a divine appointment. And you are not alone. And as her presence gently lingers in the room around you, soft as wind, deep as memory, there's a sacred silence now. Not emptiness, but fullness, stillness, filled with presence. Her presence, Archangel Michael's, God's. Heaven is quiet in this moment because it's watching you, watching your soul absorb this, watching your heart decide, do I believe this? Can I finally let myself feel what I've buried for so long? Yes, yes you can, because this was the moment she waited for. The one where you stopped pretending you weren't still waiting for a sign. And now the sign is here. The message is clear, and the voice from beyond the veil has spoken with the power of angels behind it. Then she pauses. The air around your soul softens, and a warmth begins to build like sunlight after a long night. She's still standing beside you, and she begins to hum a lullaby, the one she used to sing when you were too little to remember, but your spirit still recognizes it. You may even feel your body relax, like a part of you has finally been told it's safe to rest. She says, "You haven't truly rested in a long time." Not really. Your sleep has been restless, your dreams confused, your heart alert. And now she's asking God to send peace like a blanket over you tonight. Let them rest, she says. Let them lay their head down and not carry the burden for one night. Let them remember how to just be. And you will. You'll feel it soon. Maybe tonight, maybe in the early hours when the world is still. You'll feel her fingers through your hair, her soft energy in the air, her message lingering in the stillness. It won't feel like imagination. It will feel like truth, because that's what it is. And Archangel Michael is smiling now. He sees what's about to unfold. He's already flown ahead of you, clearing the path, rerouting the danger, whispering into the hearts of others who are being aligned with your purpose. because this wasn't just about healing. It was about realignment, rebirth, divine positioning. You are being set into motion again, not by effort, but by grace. Your mother is holding a light now, and she's placing it gently into your hands. This is for when they feel lost, she says. Tell them to carry this when the path gets dark again. Tell them this light is my promise that even when they forget me, I will always find them. You've been chosen for more than survival. You've been chosen to walk in a light that can change the lives of others. Your pain has made you tender, not weak. Your tears have made you wise, not broken. And now you're becoming again, but this time with heaven as your witness. And if you felt disconnected from your faith lately, if you've stopped praying, stopped believing, stopped listening, she wants you to know God never turned away from you. The silence wasn't rejection, it was sacred preparation. It was her behind the scenes, whispering your name to the angels. And tonight they answered, you're going to start noticing strange things, but in the most beautiful way. Songs that play at the perfect time, people calling you unexpectedly, numbers repeating, dreams that feel more like memories. And your mother says when those things happen, don't brush them off. Let yourself believe again, because heaven is alive inside your life. And the moment you accept that, everything begins to shift. Archangel Michael places his hand over your heart. Now, you may even feel it like a soft pressure, a flutter, a sudden wave of peace. He's marking your heart with light, with remembrance, with a seal that says, this one belongs to heaven. Your story isn't over. Your healing isn't finished. Your mother's love didn't end with her final breath. And this message was only the beginning. You'll carry her now, not in grief, but in glory, not in pain, but in presence. You are not just her child anymore. You are her legacy. And wherever you go from this moment forward, she walks beside you, unseen but not unfelt, silent but not absent. She's there always, forever, and she just whispered one last thing just for you. You've made it this far, my love. Don't stop now. Keep going, because I'll meet you again. And when I do, I'll hold you and say the one thing I've waited to say in person again. Well done. I always knew you'd become everything I prayed for. And with that, she kisses your forehead through the veil. Archangel Michael opens his wings wide, and heaven bows in honor of your heart. This was no accident. This was a divine appointment. And you are not alone. And as her presence gently lingers in the room around you, soft as wind, deep as memory, there's a sacred silence now. Not emptiness, but fullness, stillness, filled with presence. Her presence, Archangel Michael's, God's. Heaven is quiet in this moment because it's watching you, watching your soul absorb this, watching your heart decide, do I believe this? Can I finally let myself feel what I've buried for so long? Yes, yes you can, because this was the moment she waited for. The one where you stopped pretending you weren't still waiting for a sign. And now the sign is here. The message is clear, and the voice from beyond the veil has spoken with the power of angels behind it. She didn't just come to remind you of the past. She came to unlock the future. And she says you're ready, even if you feel scared, even if you still cry when no one sees. Even if you've doubted everything before this, you're ready because you're here, reading this, feeling this, receiving this, and heaven only delivers messages when the soul is prepared. Archangel Michael now speaks directly to your spirit. There is favor upon your name, there is light upon your path, and there is breakthrough upon your door. He is declaring this not as a wish, but as a fact. If this word has resonated in your spirit and you sense that heaven is speaking directly to you, type Amen in the comments below. Let this be your public declaration, your agreement with what God is initiating, and your activation into this new season of breakthrough. A divine appointment has been written into your days ahead. You may not know the hour or the form it will take, but it's coming. And your mother already saw it. She wept when she saw it, but not from sadness. From joy, she saw your smile return, your laughter become real, your nights become peaceful. She saw you walk into a space, whether a home or a room or a moment, and suddenly realize this is what she meant. This is what she was preparing me for. This message doesn't stop with you. It reaches the one who is still searching, still doubting, still crying out in the dark. If this ministry has strengthened your faith, consider strengthening someone else's. When you give through the link in the description or pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, partnering monthly, or joining our Ko-fi community, you're not funding content. You're fueling the Great Commission. Every gift becomes gospel carried further. Every act of generosity pushes light into places we may never physically stand. There are people one message away from hope, one prayer away from surrender, one encounter away from salvation. Your generosity helps us reach them. This is more than support. It's participation. You're stepping into the harvest field with us, and when heaven counts the souls reached, your obedience will be written into their story. If the Spirit is prompting you, don't ignore it. Step into the work. Let's bring the lost home. You see, when someone becomes an angel, their time isn't limited like ours. She has already seen your tomorrow, and your tomorrow is brighter than you think. It won't be without challenges. That's not the promise. But it will be filled with divine timing, soul restoration, and unexpected grace. That is the promise. She showed me a vision now, something I'm to share with you. A box you've kept closed for a long time. Maybe it's real, maybe it's emotional, but it holds memories. Maybe photos, maybe letters, maybe pain. She says it's time not to forget, but to open it, to let the grief flow through you instead of around you, because healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means remembering with peace instead of ache. And she says peace is what heaven is trying to give you now. You are not cursed. You are not unlucky. You are not forgotten. You are watched, guided, carried. You've been fighting battles invisible to everyone else, haven't you? Smiling in rooms where your soul was barely holding together, walking through days feeling like no one truly understood what you've lost. But now she's sending people, divine people, soul connections, conversations that will stir your spirit awake again. And you'll know them not by how they look, but by how they make your heart feel. She says, you'll feel me in them. And that is perhaps her greatest gift, that through others, through light, through love, you will begin to experience her again in ways that fill the void, not deepen it. That's why you must stay open. That's why you must not close your heart again. Because the love coming next will be more healing than you've ever known. Before I let you go, one final word from her, from heaven, from all the angels surrounding you right now in silence, hands pressed to their hearts in reverence for your journey. Thank you, she says, not because you were perfect, but because you stayed, you kept going, you didn't give up. You gave love even when you felt empty. You showed up for others even when you were breaking. And she saw it all. Every day, every tear, every choice to love despite the loss. And heaven recorded it, and now heaven is responding. Archangel Michael leans in close one last time and says, "Tell them they are covered. Tell them they are called. Tell them they are chosen. And nothing, not even grief, can cancel a calling." So when you feel that soft breeze tonight, when you hear your name in the silence, when you see her face in your dreams or her handwriting in your memory, know this wasn't imagination. This was her. This is her still loving you, still guiding you, still here. And she's not done watching over you. Not now, not ever. She's just closer now. Closer than your breath, closer than the stars, closer than your own heartbeat. So let yourself cry if you need to. Let yourself hope again. Let yourself believe again. Because this message wasn't just for your mind. It was for your soul and your soul. It remembers everything heaven ever promised. And now it's time to walk forward with peace, with light, with love, and with her beside you always. As a final act of faith, like this video, to seal this prayer and activate the full flow of God's favor over your life. Liking is an agreement with heaven, a powerful signal that you have received this message in your spirit. And if this word has touched you, share it one more time. Sharing this message extends this sacred anointing and allows the breakthrough you've just received to flow to others in your life. You were never meant to carry this light alone. Go in peace and know you are deeply loved. Of course, let's continue this message exactly where it left off, with the same divine warmth, the same heavenly voice, and the same invisible hand reaching out to your heart. Because your mother is still here, still watching, still waiting for you to understand just how much of heaven is moving on your behalf right now. She knows you've heard a lot already. She knows your heart is full, maybe even overwhelmed. But she also knows this. You're finally ready to receive what you've spent years silently praying for. This isn't just healing. This is transformation. This is spiritual repair at the deepest level. And heaven is pouring it into you like rain over cracked soil. You've been dry for a long time, haven't you? You've smiled and worked and nodded through conversations, but something inside was untouched until now. She says that tonight a spiritual veil has been lifted, that tonight your soul took a step you didn't even know it could take toward light, toward truth, toward divine reconnection. And it may not look like fireworks, it may not sound like thunder, but inside something has been set free. A weight is gone. Something ancient just broke off you, and your mother saw it. Her hands were lifted to heaven as the angels rejoiced, because the version of you she saw in her dreams when you were still small, that version is awakening now. The pure one, the bold one, a spiritual one, the one who still believed miracles were possible. And they are. They always were. But now you're in alignment to actually receive them. Archangel Michael speaks again. And this time it's not as a protector, but as a witness to your resilience, to your pain, to your hidden prayers. And he says, tell them that heaven is not just aware of their name, it is echoing with it. Tell them their name has been spoken in light. Your name has been spoken in light. Your mother spoke it when she arrived at the gates of eternity. She said your name like a prayer, like a hope, like a promise. And the moment she did, heaven gave her this permission to reach back, to return in spirit, to guide you when the days became too dark to walk alone. And that's what this message was, her returning, not in body, but in light. And her final request, live, live. The kind of life that lights up the ones around you, Live with forgiveness, not just for others, but for yourself. Live with boldness, not because you're fearless, but because you trust heaven is catching every fall. Live with love, real, deep, soul-pulling love, the kind you deserve, the kind she always believed you would find, and it is coming. Oh, it's closer than you know. She says, you'll know it when your heart finally stops racing and starts resting. You'll know it because it won't confuse you. It'll feel like home. And when it arrives, don't sabotage it. Don't doubt it. Don't think you're unworthy because you are. You always were. And she's been preparing your spirit to receive it. Now, one final moment before I close. She just knelt in prayer. Yes, even in heaven, spirits can kneel in reverence. And she did for you. She bowed in thanks to the God who gave her permission to speak tonight. And she whispered this prayer into the fabric of your life. Father, bless them. Bless their days and their dreams. Guard their heart and renew their hope. Give them beauty where the world gave them scars. Let them feel me every day, in every breeze, in every light-filled moment. And when they doubt, remind them I never stopped loving them, not even for a second. And just like that, she smiled. That smile you haven't seen in so long. The one you miss more than words. The one that always made you feel safe. She's smiling now. And the entire realm of angels is standing behind her, watching your soul begin again. Yes, this was a beginning, not an ending. This was the turning point your spirit has been waiting for. So take this message. Let it live in your heart. Play it again if you need to. Come back to it when the days grow dark again. Because this is more than words. It's a piece of eternity. A letter written in light from her heart. To yours forever. Yes, let's continue this divine transmission because the energy is still flowing and heaven hasn't stopped speaking over you yet. You may have thought this message was complete, but your mother is still standing in the realm of light, her hand over her heart, saying softly, not yet. There's still one more thing they need to hear. She's patient, eternally patient. She knows you've been through enough. She knows your soul needed time to believe again, to trust this, to trust yourself, to trust that this isn't just words but real living light, entering the cracks of your broken places and making them sacred again. So now she speaks, not just as your mother, but as your guardian, your intercessor, your divine witness. And this is what she wants you to know. Don't rush your healing, she says, but also don't delay your rising. You've sat in silence long enough. You've hidden your light for far too long. I see the fire in you, the fire you tried to put out so you wouldn't be too much for the world. But you were never too much. You were never too sensitive, too emotional, too spiritual, too different. You were always just radiant, even when you didn't see it. Her voice is gentle now, full of memory and light. She says you used to glow when you were little, maybe not to the world, but to her. She saw it in your smile, in the way you asked questions about heaven, even when you couldn't fully speak yet, in the way you looked at stars like they were family. She saw something angelic in you then, and now she's watching you return to it. That's what this message is truly about, a return, a coming home to the version of yourself that heaven dreamed of before the world got loud, before the loss, before the betrayal, before the fear. There's a part of you, pure, wise, luminous, that never left. And she says, now is the time to reclaim it. If you are ready to continue this journey of coming home to yourself, make sure you are subscribed Subscribing aligns your spirit with the frequency of these divine appointments, ensuring you don't miss the next word heaven has prepared specifically for your path. She sees how hard you've tried to be the strong one, to hold the family together, to carry their pain while hiding your own. But she's asking you now, what would happen if you let someone carry you for a while? What would happen if you allowed love to come back in? Not through duty, but through grace. Archangel Michael steps forward again. His sword is not raised, it's lowered in reverence, and his words are thunder, but they land like a heartbeat. Your next season is not about survival, it's about restoration, divine restoration, not just of your peace, but of your purpose. If you are stepping out of survival and into your season of divine restoration, claim it now by typing, "I accept my restoration," in the comments. Let this declaration be the first step into the purpose your mother always knew you were born for, because you have one. Your mother said that so many times under her breath, didn't she? They were born for more. She knew, even when life got in the way, even when the bills and the schedules and the pain made everything feel ordinary, she knew, and now she's calling it back. She says, your purpose isn't about performance. It's not about fame or perfection or proving anything. It's about presence, being fully here, letting love in, letting others see you again, the real you, because the world needs your light, and you need your own light. And there's something else, something practical, because yes, heaven moves spiritually, but also practically. She says, you've been needing clarity on a decision, something weighing on your heart, a shift, a move, a conversation, something big, and it's been causing pressure in your chest. And she says, they already know what to do, they're just afraid. But I'm here, they won't do it alone. And then with a softness that would bring stars to tears, she whispers, I never left. Let that sink in. Every time you look up at the sky, she's there. Every time a feather crosses your path, she's near. Every time a familiar smell catches you by surprise, it's not a coincidence. It's her soul brushing against yours, saying, I'm right here. Keep going. Because she didn't leave. She expanded from one body into boundless love. And you're about to expand too. Not just spiritually, emotionally, creatively, relationally. You're stepping into a new version of yourself, not a better one, a freer one. One not built on the expectations of others, but on the truth of who you are when heaven is allowed to breathe through you. And she's so proud of you for coming this far, so proud of you for listening this long, so proud of you for staying open even when it would have been easier to shut down again, because something is different now. You may not see it yet, but your energy has changed. Your spirit has softened. Your soul has shifted, and from this moment on, things will not feel the same. You'll begin to see signs that weren't visible before. You'll begin to meet people who feel strangely right, even if they're new. You'll begin to hear your own voice again, not the voice shaped by trauma, but the voice shaped by light, because your mother is still guiding you every step, every breath. And when you doubt, when fear tries to creep back in, when the silence feels loud again, come back here. Come back to this space, to her voice, to this truth. You are loved beyond comprehension. You are seen beyond logic. You are carried beyond fear. And she is right here in the next laugh, in the next sunrise, in the next miracle, watching, smiling, praying and whispering. You were never alone, and you never will be. Before we reach the end of this message, you need to hear this clearly. You were led here by divine guidance. This is not random. This is not coincidence. Archangel Michael directed this message straight to you. He is calling you into a protected, blessed space where miracles grow, doors open, and divine help moves quickly. This truth is simple and powerful. When you follow this calling, blessings don't just arrive, they multiply. They pour into every area of your life with strength and clarity. Right now, Archangel Michael is giving you direct access to sacred teachings, spiritual protection, and guidance that is hidden from the world. This is your moment to step into a circle chosen for those who are ready for spiritual growth, divine support, and accelerated breakthroughs. Do not let this holy moment pass you by. Your breakthrough has already begun. All you need to do is step forward. Tap the link in the description and enter Archangel Michael's inner circle, so you never miss the messages that are meant specifically for your life, your path, and your destiny. If your spirit feels the pull to go deeper, the link is also in the pinned comment. And if your heart guides you to support this mission, you'll find a Buy Me a Coffee link. Always optional, always appreciated. Take the step now. Your blessing is waiting. Like this video, subscribe, and comment, "I accept," to welcome more divine light into your journey.